Hi everybody. Do you have a deep, narrow closet, maybe even with a slanted ceiling, and you're not sure what to do with it, but you want to use the space to its full potential? Well, let me show you what I did and maybe it'll help. We call this our dog closet. It's just off the kitchen, and we've had a couple different ways that we've set this up. I'm going to show you the latest mess that we've created. This is what you call lazy. There's stuff everywhere on the floor and just piled. So when we started out with this closet, all we had was this shelf up here with a bar for hanging things, and we decided we would just put a few things on the top shelf and hang coats. And then any large items like big packages of paper towels and such, we were going to put all the way in the back. But we found it to be a hassle to have to spread apart the coats and find our way into the back. So then my husband built a couple of shelves. These were not here before. We've got just one there and one there, which became immensely helpful. Now this is one thing that I'm going to actually keep the way it is. It has a couple of my mops and brooms. I like to have them up on the wall because that's more floor space available to me. And then I did the same thing over here with my favorite little Eureka handheld vac. You've probably seen this in a few of my videos already. We have just a simple hook here installed that's the perfect size for this. And I can still have something underneath it. And then over here underneath the light switch, I have a 3M hook that I just stuck to the wall there. Easily removable, but it fits my fly swatter and my handheld broom and dustpan. Perfect, just right around the corner. The first thing I'm going to tackle is to empty out everything from the floor of the closet. This painting project never got completed, and I don't think it's going to anytime soon, so these supplies are going back down to the basement with my other paint. You can see I've already taken out some of the items for the cat. And then here is my mess of bags. Believe it or not, I had all these bags stuffed into this container. And I'm going to continue to use this container, but I think the best thing for me to do is to limit the number of bags I'm keeping and to organize them into type. What's really cool is that my daughter and her friends are using these bags right now to fill them with items to give away because she's cleaning out her room. And speaking of bags, one of my most important tools for organizing this closet is going to be to use both large and small Ziploc bags. I'll be able to put small items in them, label them, and then tuck them away in drawers. In this 3-drawer bin, I have supplies for my dog and now the cat as well. And I just need to go through this and consolidate, put all his treats that are still sitting in bags into his treat jar, and then get rid of the stuff I'm no longer using and put the stuff that I hardly ever use but still need into a bin in the storage room in the basement. Rather than keeping the box to this pet fountain that I got for my cat, I decided to put all the small miscellaneous items in this bag and label it, and it'll be tucked away. So I took a lot of the paper products, plates, bowls, cups, out of their plastic containers because it really does just make them look neater and easier to stack. Well, the dog closet is finally done. It looks a lot neater, and I've moved things to other places in the house that were more practical. This is what I love the most, is all this floor space that I can walk in and reach to the very back of the closet to get what I need. It does have this slanted wall here, so it's a bit challenging, but I found that rounded items worked really well there. And really small items worked really well here. Under this bottom shelf here, you'll see it's probably about 2 feet, maybe a little over 2 feet depth. And I can fit large bulk items. I like to buy lots of paper towels or lots of toilet paper, or lots of Kleenex, big bags of dog food. You can see there's extra room, which is on purpose, because with these spaces you need to be able to be fluid. Sometimes you'll have a lot more of one thing than another. For instance, right now I don't have a very big supply of napkins, so I just put what I had in that container. However, there will be a time when I'll buy a huge thing of napkins, so that will go right down in the bottom here. You can see I redid my box of bags, and now I have what I really need in here, and I can find what I need and grab it really quickly. These extra large plastic bags are going to be for giving away clothing and things. These small bags for carrying things to friends' houses or whatever, giving leftovers to people. These bags I can either use at the grocery store, or I can use them to start fires in our fireplace. This ladder is always a good idea to have easily accessible. And a dustpan with a little hand broom, fly swatter. That is a special item that I didn't know where else to put, but we get the carpenter bees with that. It kind of zaps them. I've tried to utilize vertical space by using this additional shelf here. I already had it. I didn't really have to buy anything new for this project, so it's always nice when you have containers or shelving or other organizational items already around. Let me show you here. This is on wheels, so I can easily pull this out when I want to get any of the bulk items in the back. And since this box is so light, I can easily move this too. We had already hung this tool hanger a few years ago, and it's come in real handy, but what I haven't done is ever put my aprons there. So I just used one of these hooks. You'll see that they push in when you stick a mop or a broom handle in there, and it holds them securely. But you can use them just as a regular hook too. And then I did have this shark steamer that I really wanted to get off the floor, and my husband had a great idea. He got one of these really large carabiners, and now we can just hang it. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. It's easier with two hands, but now you can see this is hanging against the wall with all of the other mops and brooms. And really, I can just kick it against the wall when I need to move this thing. And the last thing I wanted to point out, in this bin here, I've labeled it Special Occasion Tableware. I have some tablecloths, some napkins, and even some placemats. You'll notice that I did write with Sharpie right on the plastic. You'll see in another episode how I was able to just rub that off with rubbing alcohol and start over. So I love being able to label my bins and containers that I use with Sharpies and be able to change them anytime really easily. That way I don't have to spend a lot of time on fancy labeling. Thanks for stopping by my channel, Works For Me. If it was helpful for you, please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.